You know, there's nothing like being out on the bike, is there? Hey guys, welcome to another video. Well, I'm back from my trip, my bike packing trip. Yes, it didn't last as long as what I'd planned. Yes, I probably hit the panic button too soon, but look, I had a great time and I am busy getting the videos edited for that. In the meantime, I just thought I'd say hi, let you know that I am preparing for another trip, the destination of which I won't say just yet. I do have a destination in mind, but I don't want to spill the beans. Knowing my track record this year with finishing trips, let's just say it's going to be a day-by-day trip. I'm going to get up and I'm going to head that way, or that way, or maybe that way. Like I said, I do have a destination in mind, but honestly guys, I don't know if I will get there or not. I will give it a good shot. I think I have things worked out in regards to my colostomy. It's been trial and error these last few trips, these last couple of trips with that. So I think I've got it right. I will say that this is going to be more of a road-based tour rather than a bike packing trip. So I will be going some rail trails, I'll be going back roads, but I'll be going through towns on a regular basis. So I'll have the old Kona loaded up with all the panniers and doing it that way. Now, talking about the Kona, I've been busy doing some modifications to her. Ever since last year, at the end of last year when I broke my neck, when I went over the bars, I've had trouble riding with the road drop bars. It puts a lot of pressure on the clavicle and the neck, and it was causing some pain and discomfort. So I have ditched the road bars and I have decided to install a set of butterfly bars, which I am out test riding today. I'm just going around Baldwin Swamp and I've been out along the river, and just a nice gentle ride, just to see how they go. They still need some tweaking, but you know, that'll come. But I am finding them extremely comfortable. Now, to complement the road bars, I did have a set of Alivio 3x9 speed thumb shifters. They were indexed, and I found I just couldn't. I'm a bit of a anal retentive type of guy when it comes to gears being indexed, and I suppose you know, I love the friction gears that the Kona had with the bar end shifters, and that was my lazy way to deal with my OCD when it comes to indexing gears. I ended up reusing the bar end shifters, and what I did was I purchased a set of Velo orange thumb shifter mounts, which allows me to reuse the bar end shifters and put them in a thumb type shifter position, which I am actually finding a lot easier to shift with than when they were on the end of the bars. You really don't have to move your hands, and very easy to shift with, and then you don't have to worry about that indexing type of thing, as long as your lockouts are all set pretty well. Friction gears are pretty well set and forget type of things, and yeah, I quite like it, the setup now. I have got some new chain rings coming. Now, the standard chain ring setup on the Kona when I bought it was 48, 36, 26, I think, by memory. Now, I did change it over, the 26 over to a 22 in 2019 when I did my trip south to Sydney, and that just gave me a bit more climbing ability because I paired it with a 12 to 36 9-speed cassette. So on this trip I do want to put on some new chain rings, and that will be a case of, I think I'm going to run a 42, 32, 22 I'm building the old girl up for comfort, not speed. I have installed a 44 tooth chain ring in the outer position, and I'm quite happy with that, so I might stick with that, but I'm going to get the 42 and try it out and see how I go. Now, I'm extremely happy with the Schwalbe Marathon Tour Plus that I've got, but I am thinking about getting a set of Mondial, Schwalbe Mondial touring tyres, and they have you can have regular or double guard or something in them. So I'm seriously thinking of giving them a whirl to see how they go. There's nothing wrong with the Marathon Tour Plus that I've got on at the moment. They aren't foldable though. I'm pretty sure by memory, and someone will probably correct me on this, I think the Mondial are foldable, which enables you to take a spare tyre that's similar to what you have on. Otherwise I've got to take, I think the only 40mm spare tyre that I have is a Maxxis Rambler, which I know through experience isn't the best of touring tyres. Now I do also plan to install a crank tank from Adventure Hydration. Now friends on Facebook and that have said, you know, you're better off with bottles, but a crank tank gives me 4 litres, and I'll still be able to run my smaller Zua frame bag that along the frame, and I can carry extra water in that if I want. When I'm touring, I've got all that pannier space and that. I don't really want to have to carry a hydration pack on my back. I'd rather just go a la naturale. Now I have found this wonderful thing online called a pedal cell Cadence X dynamo, and it's one that bolts onto your fork or to your chainstay, and it outputs some pretty impressive power, guys. I think they claim to be 15 to 20 watts at an average speed of about 15 kilometers per hour, so that's pretty good. The reason this caught my eye is I can swap it from bike to bike. It clamps on, so you can swap it from bike to bike, which I think is a really great idea. Rather than me trying to get a dynamo hub set up for this, I can take a bike packing and road touring as well. So I think that'll be a good option, but I don't think that it's going to be here before I am due to leave, because I've got to get it out of the States, and I'm looking at probably a 3-week turnaround probably from the States at the moment. I know the factory themselves won't have any to ship out until June 18th, and that's roughly when I want to get away. But they did put me onto a store that had them in stock, so I've just got to send them an email and work out how much shipping is and yada yada yada. Other than that, I'll just have to stick with my Core 15 watt solar panel. I wish I still had my Anker 21 watt, because it was good. It had switch on and switch off technology, so if you went through shade, it was good because it would automatically start recharging again, where the Core, or if it gets cut out through shade, and a lot of others, you've got to disconnect the device and reconnect it again, which is a pain in the proverbial. Goal Zero is another solar panel system that has that switch on, switch off technology. Now there is a much more technical name for it, but I'm not very technologically advanced, so. But anyway, that's really about it, guys. I'm really happy at the moment with the setup of the bike. I'm really impressed with it. I bought the butterfly bars the middle of last year. Actually, it wasn't long after I had my operation, and I procrastinated and thought, you know, this and that, but it's been really good. I haven't even had to change my seat position, so it's really good, and I can I've got so many more hand positions, it is not funny, and I don't get any shoulder pain, which is even a bigger bonus. So guys, that's it for this one. I plan to have them bikepacking videos up ASAP. I hope you're all well, and just before I go, the stickers are in the process of being printed. I will notify you all when they are ready, and I'll let you know what we plan to do with them. Stick them everywhere. No. Maybe. Anyway guys, that's it. Cheers and ride safe out there, eh?